GEMMS Notify. This has probably been implemented at this point. About 8 of our practices are currently utilizing this application. If you are, we are constantly developing this solution and adding on new functionality and features. So if you see something today that you don't have and you currently have this solution, just reach out and we would be happy to get that set up for you. So this is a integrated patient notification solution, cloud-based, and it allows you to send voice, text, and email messages to your patients. I know most of you have a current appointment reminder solution, but hopefully you're going to see the benefits of having it integrated into the application and being such, so much more than just an appointment reminder itself. So starting off, we're going to just look at the notifications. These are the notification types that are available. So you have your appointment reminders, but you have much more. You have appointment requests, follow-ups, recalls, cancellations, collections. Some of our practices are using the GEMMS Notify to send the patient text messages for charges to be collected, and embedding a link to your payment solution to actually have the patient receive that notification. They see that they have a bill due and they can click on a link and pay that bill. It's increased the revenue for some of those practices that are utilizing that in that way. We have some practices that are doing surveys, portal reminders, test results ready, and then the on-demand texts, which we're going to look at, that can be sent as a group or to a single patient. Let's talk a little bit about the implementation. It's all implemented remotely, remote training. It's done quickly and efficiently. Really depends on your practice on how fast you want it implemented. There is a lot of setup, and depending on how many appointment reminders and notifications you want, and based on the factors that you want to query, the setup can be done quickly, or it may take a little bit longer. But you want it done right, the first time. So the service is set up, and then we provide the support once it is all set up. Once we have your notifications set up, but at the end of the day, the solution can be stood up in approximately 4 weeks, depending on whether you're using the text, phone, or email. The setup itself starts out with a scope of work. Practice questionnaire is sent out to your practice to ask about what type of notifications you want to use, and a little bit more of those details that we can start the actual configuration. We install the GEMMS Notify in the cloud. We do the configuration. We develop the custom queries based on your practice needs, and then we set up the custom notifications to go out. And then lastly, we do the tree development and on-demand patient texting capabilities from the patient's chart, and install the tab on your dashboard so you can see the notifications and text messages, and it comes with a custom report as well. So it's fully integrated into the GEMMS ONE application. So using your application, you select the notification types. We set up the patient list query. You can use your patient list query to select patients and send out messages and appointment reminders, notifications. We can schedule all the jobs without ever leaving your EHR. The notification results are directly integrated into workflows. So you're going to see new columns in your master appointment list, where you're going to see those notification results right from the application and within the patient's chart. The results themselves are updated every 15 minutes, available for all your staff to view per work group. So it is security driven. The notification jobs are set up based on a full list of demographic, medical, and appointment flag filters. The frequency can be determined by you, so we can handle daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. And then ultimately the on-demand texting from the workflow view or within the patient's chart is just very valuable. So a look at some of the screens within the GEMMS ONE application. So you have a patient notification setup screen and a patient notification workflow view, where you can see the notifications, the statuses of the notifications, and you can see the jobs that are set up, the frequencies that they are set up with, and the actual the notifications. So this is a key of all of the notification statuses that are available, and then you can correlate those to the statuses that you are receiving to see, if you don't know already, what that means. And this is available within your master list, appointment list, and then what we're seeing here is the notification view. So here we're looking at the master appointment list, and you can see to the far left, there's a CC column. This is a new column, and it's going to display the results of your notifications. So your front desk, your back office, they can see if the patient confirmed or not. They can see if any text messages were sent. Then you could go into the patient's chart and see actually what the detailed messages were. Right here from the master appointment list or your appointment list. Once the notify is configured, you'll have a batch notify button. This batch notify button allows you to send a message either to all of the patients that are displayed, or you can go down to just a single row, which would be a single patient. So you see on the batch on demand notification window, you can create canned messages that you can drop down from and select, or you can type in a custom message at the bottom. Like I said, you can select a patient row, or you can select all of the patient rows. This really came in handy along with the on-demand jobs for a lot of our practices in this past year with dealing with, wildfires and hurricanes. They were able to effectively communicate to their patients that, the office was closed or when it was going to be open again, or, what to do while they were closed. This is a look inside the patient's chart. We do embed a new tree node called GEMMS Notify On Demand. That will launch a window notification message text where you can free text a message. When you click save, that is going to send a notification to the patient. Just above that, you're going to see the notify tab and an example of what it could display. So this would be an example of notifications that this patient has received. So it gives you the book, the description of the appointment, and whether the confirmation results were. Along with all of this, we do give you a custom report inside the report manager for GEMMS Notify that you can run on demand. So this is an example of me receiving the text from the on-demand text tree node, and then the dashboard displaying the text that was sent out to the patient. So again, a lot of powerful information there for your end users. So some of the efficiencies this is going to bring to your practice: automated workflow, your employees' time reduction, greatly reduced having to call patients, patients not remembering to bring certain things to their appointments or to do certain things. It's going to reduce your missed appointments. It's going to increase the communication between the practice and the patient, and ultimately going to return or equate to a return on investment for you. Some of the requirements for the GEMMS Notify solution is version 7.7 or higher, and I believe all of our practices are on 7.7 or higher, so everyone's covered there. And then we would need to do configuration to your network to connect to the cloud-based communications platform, and then define the patients for the Notify. So that is going to conclude the Notify